Hi, I'm Sydney, and this is an easy focaccia bread recipe. The ingredients you will need is 500 grams of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, 1 teaspoon sugar, 1 packet of instant yeast, 2 cups of warm water, and 4 tablespoons of oil. Here you will add the flour and the salt in a dry bowl and mix well together. An alternative to regular flour would be a gluten-free flour brand. I have not personally tried it out, but I know they are out there. Make sure to use the instant yeast, not regular yeast. To make the yeast mixture, you will put your warm water and yeast together. You'll mix that lightly until some bubbles form. Then you will add your sugar and mix until fully combined. Once you have both of your mixtures ready, you will combine both of them. Now the mixture will be wet and your dough will seem like it needs more dry ingredients, but you just want to keep on mixing, and you want to mix that with a spatula or a wooden spoon. So try to avoid the whisk at this time. Once your dough looks something like this, you're going to want to pour olive oil on it. Not too much, but not too little. To cover my mixture, I will be using a dishcloth as well as some cling film. This just really helps keep everything all together, so when the rising process happens, it doesn't get disturbed. After resting in the fridge, divide your dough into 2 pans, or 1. I chose to do 2 8-inch cake pans, but you can also do 1 flat pan or even a certain shaped loaf pan if you desire. After dividing both of your pans, drizzle some olive oil on it and then get ready for the resting stage. Once you have your 2 loaf pans, you're going to want to put both of those pans in the oven, but not on. So the oven is off, but you're going to turn the light on. When you turn the light on, it creates a light kind of warming environment that doesn't change temperature, so you're going to let that proof for 2 more hours. While we wait for our dough to rise, we can start preparing our vegetables, which will be on top of our dough. I will be using chives for stems and leaves, rosemary for background decorations and leaves, and bell pepper. The red bell pepper I will be cutting into triangles. They're probably about 1/2 inch wide or 1/2 inch big. For the yellow flowers, I'm going for kind of a sunflower vibe, so I'll be cutting those in long strips. As you can see here, I'm also going to trim the edges so they don't have that curve. It'll be kind of more straight than the bell pepper curve naturally does. Here I am decorating. You can see I'm doing little red flowers on one side and then a sunflower on the other, and like I said before, the leaves and the decorations with the rosemary and the chives. Pretty simple. You can get as creative as you want. Once you have finished decorating, you will be then placing your bread in the oven at 425. I put mine in for 20 minutes at first and then checked it every 10 minutes until I felt like it was ready. You do want to check it as little as possible so you don't release the steam. I ended up checking it maybe 2 times, which I think, probably was a little too much. I recommend kind of trusting your oven a little bit more. I get scared. It doesn't always work out the way that I want it to. So I did end up checking it a few times, but I would recommend kind of waiting it out. You want it to be golden, not too crispy, but definitely a crunch on the outside. Here I am removing the bread from the pan. It can be a little tough. I did grease it with a little bit of oil before I went into the oven. Sometimes it does stick. I just chose to stick a knife under there and kind of scrape it out. Here Now that you have your focaccia bread made, you can put it in a container like this. I like to put it with a paper towel, separating the two just in case for any extra moisture. I prefer to eat it fresh, hot, and warm. You can also take it to places with you and then heat it up in the toaster or the microwave if you like it warm. If not, it's also excellent room temperature. I would recommend serving it with a dipping oil or a butter, like a garlic butter or something. So, enjoy!